Hello, it's Julius from Basic Financials, and today I'd like to do a little video about something called pound cost averaging. It sounds a bit weird, but you might hear it in some other countries. If it's in America, it'd be dollar cost averaging, and you've probably got euro cost averaging as well. But basically it's talking about how when you invest money, rather than doing it in lump sums, it's spreading it in smaller amounts over each month, basically. Now, the reason why that might be a good idea is because if you've got £10,000 to invest, if you do it on a day, and then all of a sudden there's some problem in the markets, like for example Donald Trump decides to put tariffs on Chinese goods and the market has a wobbly and everything plummets down, and you've just invested your £10,000, you've taken quite a big hit on that £10,000 straight away. Now, if you haven't got another £10,000 to invest, that hit's it's gone. Okay, the markets will probably come up again, but you might think to yourself, "Oh, if only I'd invested that £10,000 the day after, when things were lower." And that's always the way with investing, especially if you're doing it in lump sums. So, a way to get around that dilemma and that anxiety is just to do it every month. You might decide what you can afford. And put it in each month, and that way, if the market's going to go up and down. If you imagine it on a graph, and you've got a line, it's going to go wiggling up, wiggling down, wiggling up. Now, if you're buying units because you put it in every month, sometimes you're going to buy when it's high, and yes, it might drop, but then you're equally likely to buy when it's low, and then you'll benefit from the increase when it goes up again. So you're spreading the risk effectively. So it's averaging out the cost of your investment. So that's why it's called pound cost averaging. And another good thing about doing it monthly is you do forget about it. It becomes treat it like an expense. Only if you keep it going for 10 years, you might get a nice surprise in 10 years. Try not to look at it every day, because you'll suffer from seeing it rising and falling. Whereas if you just look over 5 to 10 years, normally the curve goes up. So not always, but you would expect it to on average. So anyway, that's pound cost averaging. As I say, you might hear it dollar cost averaging in America. But yeah, I hope that was useful. And if you like the video, subscribe and click like. And if you've got anything you want me to talk about or discuss, then put them in the comments below. Any questions, the same thing. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.